Willie D Live.
What's up, family? ICE agents arrested a police officer, accusing him of being an illegal immigrant from Montenegro. You don't say. You don't believe me? I got proof. Check it out.
Just learned that this officer was set to be sworn in tonight by the village board. It's become an official Hanover Park police officer, that is, until he was taken into custody by ICE agents here earlier this morning. The Department of Homeland Security confirming the arrest happened today in Hanover Park, saying he overstayed his tourist visa that allegedly expired back in 2015. DHS says Bojovic was encountered during a targeted operation, part of Operation Midway Blitz. Federal officials also say that Hanover Park police records confirm he was approved by the Pension Fund Board of Trustees back in January of this year. Bojovic was seen in this Facebook post from the police department provided by DHS, which was taken in August after the officer graduated from the Suburban Law Enforcement Academy. DHS released a statement on the arrest this afternoon, saying in part, Governor J.B. Pritzker does not just allow violent illegal aliens to terrorize Illinois' communities. He allows illegal aliens to work as sworn police officers. Rajul Bojovic violated our nation's laws and was living illegally in the U.S. for 10 years. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem also commenting on social media today, saying ICE arrested an illegal alien working as a sworn police officer in the Chicago suburb. Radical sanctuary politicians have allowed criminal illegal aliens to infiltrate our school districts, communities, and even police departments. Now, we have reached out to Hanover Park Police here, as well as some village officials for comment, but we have not heard back. Again, the officer was set to be sworn in at tonight's meeting at 7 o'clock.
I ain't got no problem with that. But I do have a problem with the fact that this guy was able to become a whole police officer, and he's not even in the country legally. Yeah. I thought, and I could be wrong, but I thought that they did background checks on police officers before they hired them, just to make sure they wouldn't be a danger to the community, or better yet, a danger to the country. It just seems like people can come over here and they can work in any capacity that they want to, even in law enforcement, in education, transportation. They can work in healthcare. They can even work in government. Hell, they can marry the president, because you know that Melania and Elon initially came to the United States illegally. Yeah, they were illegals. Yeah. But somehow, some way, they got on the fast track to citizenship. How did they do that? I wonder if maybe they should teach a class. I bet you they could become richer if they were to teach a class on how to get on the fast track to citizenship. I wonder what they tell them, what they would tell them. Like, is it nepotism, or you just gotta have some money? Gotta have some money in the USA. They were talking about the police officer infiltrating this illegal immigrant, infiltrating law enforcement, the community, and even education. We had that same argument decades ago about the police, about the Klan, a racist, infiltrating law enforcement. And we talk about infiltrating, but really, we don't have to use that word, because racism, racist cops, the Klan was baked into law enforcement. Okay? the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, has been baked into the United States law enforcement, baked into the fabric of America. This is interesting, though, fam. I find this interesting because the police are out here arresting people, and I'm sure that guy was all for doing whatever Trump told him to do, whatever his bosses told him to do. And I'm sure he's harassed some illegal immigrants. But yet here he is standing in judgment. It is absolutely amazing how that happens. Oh, if anybody wants to know his name, his first name is Radul. I know y'all didn't catch that in the report. You only caught Bojevich. But Radul is his first name. Bojevich is his last name. And he overstayed a tourist visa that expired in 2015. I mean, it's not like it expired last month or even last year. It expired in 2015, 10 whole years ago. What kind of people have been tasked with the checks and balances, with the oversight of making sure these type of people don't slip through the cracks? What department is that? Oh, is that DHS, Department of Homeland Security? Anyway, according to the department, Bojevich was encountered during a targeted enforcement action in ISIS immigration-focused operations in Illinois. As you know, ICE is all over. They're swarming Chicago right now, and they're also, they have help with the military. And they're all over Chicago right now, supposedly to go and get the illegals off the streets, but also clean up Chicago, get rid of the gang problem, bring some justice, some peace into the community. And while I have seen some people on social media who say that things have been better since they came in, there's a lesser of two evils at play here. You have the gangs who terrorize the neighborhoods and terrorize the community. It makes it entirely difficult for the children to play outside. And then you have, and then they kill each other and kill some of the innocent people in the neighborhood. But then you also have the military who comes through, and they indiscriminately target people. They go extra hard on the people who are wanted and stuff like that. But they also create a lot of collateral damage with just hardworking people going back and forth to work, or just trying to walk out the door and go back into their house. These people say that, many of these people are saying that the military, that ICE is absolutely destroying their way of living. Like they say, they're bullying them, they're pushing them around, they're violating their civil rights. Now, that's a cold exchange for for safety, right? On one hand, you got the outlaw, uncivilized mutts who are targeting their own. And then you got the targets coming from the federal government. And you have to pick the lesser of two evils. And so it all depends on what you're more comfortable with. At the end of the day, it looks like to me, it's like, what are you more comfortable with? Because law enforcement right now, they have a green light to treat people any kind of way they want to treat them. And you don't have to be illegal to get caught up in the system and end up, detained. You do not have to be caught up in the system. You do not have to, you do not have to be an illegal immigrant to get caught up and or even be treated like an illegal immigrant or someone who is a criminal. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. To the officer who was detained, don't worry about it, man. They'll figure out some kind of way to put you on the fast track to citizenship also. Because it ain't what you know, it's who you know. No more talk.